All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, we are back again on the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second drop for today. If you've missed out on the first video, which was a premiere show talking about Leroy Sane to Chelsea. So if you've missed that out, do check that out. I'll drop the link later on down the track in this particular stream. But yeah, it's live on the channel at the moment. So if you've missed out on that, please do check that out. We want to talk about Antonio Rudiger and some recent sort of news that's been coming out from his particular end. Obviously, there's all sorts of talks that Rudiger was going to sign the contract extension and whatnot, but apparently the word is that it's no closer at the moment. So we'll talk a little bit about that, really trying to understand, what if this doesn't happen, what if it does happen, and so on and so forth, all the different permutations. And we'll also touch on the whole Jorginho's agent drama. Jorginho's agent has come out and said, again, whatever he's had to say, we'll definitely look into that. But yeah, we'll ponder whether a DM is necessary next season. Do we need to start looking forward to having the future, in the sense with Kante is injury prone at the moment? I don't know how many more years are we going to get out of N'Golo Kante. Similarly with Jorginho as well, his contract's running out in a couple of years' time. After this season, there's only one more year left, and his agent's coming out saying that he does dream about going back to Italy. So we'll unpack all of that, and obviously I want to hear everything that you guys have to say, and that is what is going to create the discussion. But before we do all of that, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, smash the like button, number one. And like always, I am going to do a shout out to you guys. And we're literally about 20 subscribers away from 7.5 subscribers. So make sure you subscribe if you're here for the first time. Frederick, my man, you're always here. I love this, man. Frederick's mentioned, I didn't particularly rate Rudiger before, but he's been immense and one of the best centre-backs in the world ever since Tuchel came in. We must do everything we can to tie his contract up. As I said, we'll dig deep into this particular situation. Flyers is he. Yes, Miz, what is going on the other side of the coin? What is going on the other side of the coin? Literally this particular video, the last one, Leroy Sane. I always get baffled as to what you mean by that. Like, as in, what is going on with me? What is going on with the channel? I'm not always entirely sure what you mean, Flyers. RD, thank you so much for joining. RD saying, feel like Rudiger will move to Arsenal. He supports Arsenal. I don't know where you got that from, RD. Do you mind sharing any links or any sources where you got that from? Because I am not aware that Rudiger is an Arsenal fan. Chelsea, is he declared, my man? Is he declared saying, where is Rudiger going? We just started the season. No, he's not going now, but this will be his last season if he doesn't sign the contract extension. His contract is ending at the end of this season. So this is what we're going to talk about, whether he's going to be sticking around or not. Zvo Genius, my man, thank you so much. Big up, Miz. Thank you for joining, Zvo Genius. Vivek Tantri, thank you, my man. I'm sure he'll see reason when we win some silverware and sign. Like as if we haven't seen any of those reasons yet. We've won the Champions League, we've won the Super Cup, and he's been part of it. So he's won the Europa League with us. So, he's done it. And I truly, truly hope he signs the contract extension. I am getting a bit worried about it because he is now eligible to talk to anyone and do a pre-sign up by January. So at January, he's allowed to negotiate with other clubs and find a home for himself next season if he doesn't agree with Chelsea. I think that's what the word is. Talal, salam, Miz, my man. Wa alaikum assalam, my man Talal, and big up everyone. Omar is here. I don't think Rudiger wants to stay. Sell in January. That it's literally going to give us peanuts because that means he's only got 6 months left in his contract. So I'm not sure how much money we're going to get declared. But Miz, why do you have an agenda against Rudiger? Yeah. Why do I have an agenda? I love Rudiger, man. I honestly love Rudiger. I've got no agenda about Rudiger. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone that's tuned in. Smash the like button. Nearly 25 of you guys right now. Get those likes up to 20 plus straight away. And as I said, get involved in the comments because that's going to drive the discussion. All right, let's bring up this first particular news, which is about Antonio Rudiger. We've got here from 90 Minutes Football. Look, I don't know how great this particular source is. It's not coming from one of the big sort of players, but there has been rumours, even from Simon Johnson and the likes from Athletic, that they've said that this hasn't really moved that much in recent times, which is, you'd think by now we would get to a situation where there is a contract extension happening. And as I said, there are different implications. There's the money factor. There's Rudiger, who probably thinks this is his last opportunity to get a massive contract. And we will look into his age and the transfer market information and whatnot. And he's got every right to ask for a bit of money off the back of a very, very successful stint so far under Thomas Tuchel. So the tweet goes something like this from 90 Minutes Football. It's coming from Absolute Chelsea. Chelsea are no closer to agreeing a new contract with Antonio Rudiger. His representatives have barely touched base with Marina Granovskaia in recent months. I always struggle with the last name. In recent months, clubs across Europe are keeping tabs, including Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. So keywords to look in here is barely touched base, and it's no closer. Now, this seriously worries me a little bit because this is his last season, and I just want to bring up the transfer market information. As you can see, contract expires next season. At the end of this season, so it'll be June 30th, 2022, which is next year. And yeah, after that, it's kudos if he doesn't sign any contract extension. I believe from January he can actually start negotiating about this particular situation. But then 90 Minutes Football goes on to also say, Thomas Tuchel has made it clear to his bosses at Chelsea that keeping Antonio Rudiger is one of his main squad priorities. I mean, it's great from Thomas Tuchel that he's keen to keep the player. This is good indication. I want to hear from you guys now. Do you guys think if we don't get to keep Rudiger, that could be detrimental to the squad? I mean, are you worried if Rudiger is not around next season? Or are you fairly confident with the quality that we have in terms of Andreas Christensen? We still have Azpilicueta. I don't think there is any words yet that he's leaving. Thiago Silva most likely is probably moving on. We've got quite a lot of depth in the academy. You've got Mbuemba, who's featured in the training, first team training sessions. Even during this international break, he's apparently trained with the first team. I kind of now, get a bit, I suppose, annoyed for the fact that we've let go of someone like Mark Guéhi. But then again, it's not on us. Mark Guéhi wanted to leave himself. He would have been such a great selection in left LCB if that's what we continue on with three at the back. And then we also rumored with Kounde. I'm pretty sure we will get Kounde in January because if Rudiger leaves, we've already let go of Zuma. We've got Chalobah, so that's a new centre-back that we've found, which is fantastic. But are you worried? Are you worried, ladies and gentlemen, that if we do let go of Rudiger, that we could be in a bit of trouble? I mean, I will definitely look at most of the comments very, very soon. But just before we do that, I just want to also showcase whether this is true or not. I'll let you guys sort of decide on that. But it looks more or less pretty bang on. This doesn't have Romelu Lukaku and all the latest stuff, but N'Golo Kante apparently is on 290k pounds per week, which seems pretty right to me. Ben Chilwell 190, Timo Werner 272, Kepa 155, which seems right. And then you have Callum Hudson-Odoi 120,000, Jorginho 110,000. Obviously, Tuchel gone. Rudiger's on 100,000 pounds a week. I mean, this guy would be absolutely livid with that type of salary. I completely understand that he's holding back, he's waiting, and he's probably looking to double that. I'd even say somewhere around 180,000 to about 200,000 is probably what he's looking for if he can get that. Because there are, as we've said, there are rumors. Well, there are other clubs that are circling around this whole situation. You know, you've got Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, obviously German super club over there, and Rudiger being German from that particular nation. Bayern Munich wouldn't be a far-fetched situation. He would 100% thrive to go to a club like Bayern Munich. They're always in for the hunt in the Champions League. They're never going to lose the league. Real Madrid's another big one because Real Madrid's lost Rafael Varane and Sergio Ramos. So they're definitely going to be in the market for looking for a new defender. And that could be a bit of a shout for someone like Rudiger to have his final hurrah, that final big contract from Real Madrid. So it's not too far-fetched that he could possibly leave. All right, let's have a look at what you guys have to say here. Declared, let's see. I'm not even that concerned, to be honest. He must be asking for crazy amount with plenty of replacements. Yeah, look, if those salary amounts are correct, £100,000 a week for Antonio Rudiger, that's borderline criminal at the moment, to be honest. Antonio Rudiger, the effort that he's put under Thomas Tuchel and what Thomas Tuchel has done for Antonio Rudiger since he's coming, you got to remember, under Frank Lampard, Rudiger was absolutely nowhere. He was going nowhere. So much so that he was deemed as one of the people that got rid of Frank Lampard. He got abused when Frank Lampard got sacked. Whole heap of articles came out blaming Rudiger. And all of that has played a bit of part. It really has played a bit of part. And this is probably one of the reasons why Rudiger is just taking his time, because he hasn't forgotten the way he's been treated in this football club. So I remember when we won the Champions League, he was going around into the TV screens or into the cameras, and he was saying, "Oh, do you want me gone now? Do you want me gone now?" So, I wouldn't be surprised if he's asking for a lot of money. And in all honesty, if we want to secure one of the top defenders in world football right now, and I feel Rudiger is one of the top defenders in world football right now, we have to pay premium salary. I'm sorry, we do. Talal. Agree, not concerned either. Rudy needs to stay. If he goes to a 4 system, he is done. Look, yes, most of his success in his career has come at 3 at the back. I believe in Roma as well, he was playing 3 at the back. But, it all comes down to system. It all comes down to a structure. It's not necessarily because it's 4 at the back. Because if you look at our style, we as well shift into a 4 situation when we are with the ball. So you've got the right wing back pushing up as a right winger, and then you've got the RCB that's drifting into a right back role. So then you've got the CB and the LCB literally becoming sort of the 2 in the middle, and then you've got the left wing back sort of tucking in as well, and then the midfielders. So it's not necessarily that he's alien to 4 system. It's the way you structure the whole situation. And Thomas Tuchel has been a master at that. And that's why it feels like Rudiger can't be beating a 3 at the back. It's not always 3 at the back. Don't get fooled by that. It looks 3 at the back in formation and on paper, but it shifts and turns many ways throughout the match. Right. For me, if you don't want to be here, then I don't want you here. Andres is much more important. Contracts to get sorted. I don't want players who don't want to play for Chelsea here. I don't think, Ryan, it's a case of he doesn't want to be here. I think it's the case of he wants to earn the right amount of money. And I don't think he should sort of compromise that just because if he wants to stay. Like, I'm pretty sure he wants to stay, but he's not going to compromise it if it means that Chelsea only increases his salary by 20 grand. Let's just say he's on 100,000 and now he's going to get a bumper ride to 120,000. So they're both not mutually exclusive, I don't think. Andreas Christensen, yes, I'm so glad that hopefully we do tie up that contract situation because we need one of these guys. We can't have both Andreas Christensen and Rudiger sort of in the limbo where both starts thinking about moving. But I think Christensen's one's very close. Hopefully Christensen does sign the contract extension. SS Roy, thank you so much for the comment, my man. This news has no basis and don't take it too serious. They know they have a lot of time to exercise the contract negotiations and by January it'll be done. I don't want to just disregard it that it's got no basis. I mean, 90 minutes football, I don't think they're the greatest source, but I've seen articles from The Athletic even say that this hasn't really moved that much. Even Fabrizio Romano has said that a while back, that this particular situation hasn't moved heaps. Not to say that it can't move all of a sudden. It can, but we're in the final year of the contract. And as you're saying, by January, it'll get done. I hope it does, because by January, Rudiger will be allowed to look at a pre-contract with another club. So I guess the question is whether, are you okay if he was to leave? Are you okay with that? Are you okay to find a replacement? Or hopefully we get Kounde. But then again, we're going to lose probably Thiago Silva at the end of this season. Maybe one more season out of him. I don't know. Probably this will be his last season. And then Azpilicueta is another one that we need to start thinking that his time will start coming to an end very, very soon. Guys, smash the like button. Nearly 40 of you guys live. Get those likes up to 40 straight away if you're enjoying it. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Ralph Lauren is saying, Rudiger is needed to win a title. I'm not going to lie. See, this is the thing. I feel like Rudiger's character is something that we don't have in our CBs. Tell me which particular defender right now in our squad has same characteristics as Rudiger. Rudiger's got that beast, that mongrel sort of attitude in your face, that shithousery that everyone talks about. I don't think anyone has that. I mean, kudos to Chalobah to cracking into the first team, but I don't think Chalobah's like that. He's not going to go face to face on a particular opposition and be in their face and try and intimidate them. Azpilicueta is not like that. Christensen definitely is not like that. So it is a character that is needed. I'm not going to lie one bit. It's definitely a character that is needed in the squad, undoubtedly. Let's have a look what else you guys are saying. Milton Dunleavy is saying not excited for hopefully Kounde, Christensen, Aspi. I mean, look, the Kounde situation, I feel like it's a must now in January. I will do a Kounde special very, very soon. I'll speak to someone who's a particular fan that is very close to the Spanish La Liga and also follows Sevilla. We'll do a show with him in regards to the Kounde situation. Now that we've let go of Zuma and we were unable to get Kounde, I feel like we need Kounde in January, regardless whether if Rudiger signs or not. It needs to happen because we could be in a situation where we could be few people, like, centre backs down. Do you know what I mean? So, as I said, Thiago Silva is probably another player that's probably going to be his last season. So, it's very important that we get someone like Kounde in ASAP in January. Vivek Tantri, Sa. By the way, where is Sa? I mean, has he gone out on loan? Has there been any news? I know there's still Russian league that's still open, Turkish league that's still open. I don't think Vivek Sa is favoured one bit, man. I mean, I know every now and then I see fans throw that name in. Sa. He didn't impress in the preseason. Yeah, there was one game where he was okay, but then I believe it was Spurs where he wasn't that great at all, to be honest. He wasn't that great. S. Roy, not really. We have Christensen, Chalobah, Ampadu, and probably we're going to buy a new CB. Yeah, well, see, this is the thing. Ampadu has gone to Venezia. Literally not that long ago, people on this live chat did not rate Ampadu, whether it be for a LCB or whether it be for a DM. They did not rate Ampadu. So we can throw the name out there, but at the end of the day, fans want quality superstars. They don't want the whole team to be filled with young players. Now, I personally don't mind, but it all depends on whether Ampadu has a good loan at Venezia. And looking at Venezia, they're a relegation side. Like, they're literally coming last, and I know it's early days in Serie A, but I don't like these loan shots for Ampadu where he goes to teams where they're going to get battered most games. So it's very hard to judge Ampadu when he goes to teams where they're going to get pummeled almost every game. But yeah, Chalobah is a very good find. Christensen, yes. But yeah, we do need to start putting Kounde into that mix. As I said, Thiago Silva is a bit of a worry. Declared, nope, Chalobah and Kounde even think Silva will have one more season in him too. Oh, look, I hope so, Declared. I hope we do get one more season from Thiago Silva. Not only that experience, but looks like we could be short. We could be short of numbers. So hopefully Silva can stick around for one more season until we do find that extra player. Raka, thank you so much for the comment. Funny how people wanted Rudiger out a couple of months ago and now are begging him to stay. A couple of months ago, I probably wouldn't say a couple of months ago. We were in September, probably in January when people wanted him out. So it is now good 7-8 months ago. So I wouldn't say a couple of months ago. A couple of months ago, we literally won the Champions League. I don't think anyone wanted Rudiger out when we won the Champions League. Omar, yeah. How much is he asking? Look, he's on 100,000. Now, I want to just bring out, and this is not up to date because obviously we've got Romelu Lukaku and whatnot. This is where Antonio Rudiger is, £100,000 a week. Look at the names that are ahead of him. Thiago Silva, 105, that's fine. I mean, it is Thiago Silva. Don't worry about Olivier Giroud, he's gone. 110,000 for Jorginho, that's probably all right. Callum Hudson-Odoi is what baffles me the most. 120,000 for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Danny Drinkwater, this is his last season, so he's gone. Azpilicueta deserves that. His club capped at 150,000. Kai Havertz, all of these guys are attacking players. Mateo Kovacic is probably midfield, 150,000. Kepa Arrizabalaga is on 155,000. Ben Chilwell on 190,000, which is fine, justified, fair enough. But Rudiger would at least demand. He's our best defender, undoubtedly. I mean, can we say that he's not our best defender? I personally have to say that he is. He would at least demand something what Azpilicueta is getting, if not more, something what Chilwell is getting. I would say he'd want a double because this will be his last big contract. He's, as I said, he's at the moment 28 years old. So he's probably looking for a 5-year contract extension. I don't know. Is 3 years minimum? He's probably looking for at least 3 years. And he'd want to double his money. He'd be at least looking for a minimum 3 years contract extension and doubling up his money. There's no doubt about that. So I want to ask you guys, live chat, how much do you think he should be getting? Vivek is saying 175 minimum. Yeah, 175, 180. Undoubtedly. Ralph is saying it's not like we gave him 100K to disrespect him. No, not at all. 100,000 is what he was on, and that was fine. But now he deserves more. That's what we're saying, Ralph. Now 100,000 is not something that can be acceptable. Ralph is saying Werner earned 272. That's inaccurate. Look, as I said, I'm not sure how accurate all of this is, but N'Golo Kante seems right to me. That's probably what he's on, more or less. I know Timo Werner is on pretty high wage, so whether it's 272, 250, it doesn't really matter. Bottom line, it's above 200, I think. I'm pretty certain about that. But yeah, I mean, the fact that he's on 100,000, he's probably looking for at least 3-year contract extension. Do you know what I mean? I mean, what would you guys be happy with? How many years would you guys be willing to give on his contract extension? D-Strike, thank you so much. Big up, Miz. Thank you so much, my man. Thank you for joining. Robbo, if Declan Rice demands 250K a week, so how on earth Rudiger doesn't deserve a pay rise of at least 150K a week? Yeah, man. I mean, we are dancing around for a player like Declan Rice, and Declan Rice is not even accepting. I think he was looking for, and I don't know whether this is right or wrong, he was looking for in excess of 200K with West Ham. Someone like Yarmolenko in West Ham is earning in excess of 200,000, and Declan Rice wants that. And I'm not sure whether West Ham are going to be able to give him that sort of money. Roy, remember, Miz, when I said why Rice and why he is must for us. He can fill in CB spot if needed in case of injuries, but it depends on board. Now, look, Roy, I appreciate that he can fill in as CB, but if you talk to some of the West Ham fans, they'll tell you right now, Declan Rice doesn't want to be a CB. He wants to be in midfield. In fact, he wants to be a box-to-box. I literally spoke to Corey, who's a West Ham fan, not that long ago. The video is live in the channel. Declan Rice is playing more of a number 8 for West Ham at the moment. So he can fill in, but that's not what he would want, and that's not what we would necessarily want with Declan Rice. I'm pretty sure we want Declan Rice to be in midfield. Talal. Yeah, true. 150K to 190K is logical for his contribution. Yeah. I mean, this man has been pivotal to our run last season when Thomas Tuchel took over. Pivotal in terms of reaching 4th in the Premier League. Pivotal in the Champions League. There were some unbelievable performances from Rudiger last season in the Champions League. He was one of our top players. I know our midfield has been mentioned a lot in this whole situation, but Rudiger in the Champions League was immense. That Real Madrid performance, Atletico Madrid performance, Man City performance. I mean, the list just goes on and on. So, yeah, logically speaking, 150,000 to 190,000 is, 150K to 190K is probably what he demands. Declared. He can't be paid more than SB. That is our captain. No more than 150, as his position don't get paid a lot. Yeah, Aspie is the captain, but how many more years is Aspie going to stick around? And how many more years is Aspie going to be captain? So why is Rudiger going to lock up a particular contract less than Aspie? Let's say if Aspie leaves at the end of next season. Why is he going to lock himself up for 3 years on less than 150,000 when Aspie is going to, let's say, potentially leave by the end of next season? I'm just throwing it out there. But I don't think that has anything to do with that. literally Ben Chilwell's earning more than Azpilicueta. So yeah, I'm even sure players like Reece James will be looking at new contracts very, very soon and will demand more than what Aspi earns. And as I said, Aspi is not going to be around at Chelsea for another 3, 4, 5 seasons. Do you know what I mean? This season and maximum probably next season. You know, how old is Aspi? I'm pretty sure Aspi is like 33 now. Yeah, Aspi just turned 28th August. He turned 32. So at the end of this season, 33, and then he's getting into the 34. So I'm not sure how many more years he's going to stick around. Uzair is saying, yeah, 2+1. Give him 2 years with the option to have a 1-year extension, because now Rudiger's 28, 2 years will take him to 30, and then 1-year extension from that. Flies is saying 5 years. I just don't see how he gets 5 years, Flies, honestly. He's 28. Chelsea to give him a 5-year contract, whoa, that's unheard of. I can't see how Chelsea gives him 5 years. I think this makes good sense. 2 years plus a year contract extension for Rudiger if he's looking to trigger that, or if Chelsea's looking to trigger that. I think that this makes total sense. All right, we're gonna slowly move on to the Jorginho story. But yeah, let me know whether you think losing Rudiger, I mean, would that be end of the world situation for you? Are you going to be okay if Rudiger does leave? And what is your preference? Like, do you want Rudiger to stick around? That's what I want to hear. Like, with hook or crook, Chelsea go out there and just pay whatever this brother wants and just give it to him. Like, is that your sort of situation at the moment with the whole Rudiger scenario? Kabina is saying Lacroix Wolfsburg is another to watch. Yeah, this is one we've apparently been rumored with. I've not seen too much of Lacroix, to be honest. I don't know much about him. There are a few people that are talking about him. So there are options out there, but for me, Rudiger is probably one of the best ones there. So yeah, I just don't want to let him go. And I'm pretty sure someone like Real Madrid will be licking their lips for someone like Rudiger, or even Bayern Munich. Honestly, they'll be licking their lips for someone like Rudiger. So yeah, it will be interesting to see what happens there. I mean, this would be a dream contract for Rudiger, I'd say. 3+1, he will add his experience with Jules Kounde. Yeah. If he was to get something like this with about £180,000 a week, I think he'd accept that. I think he'd accept 3+1, which makes total sense. All right. Let's have a look at this particular scenario now with Jorginho. Jorginho is dreaming of a return to Italy, according to his agent. Obviously, it would be a dream for him to return to Italy, hopefully after winning the World Cup. We'll have to see what the market looks like in a couple of years and what the other situations are. In the past, when Sarri was the coach, there was a possibility that Jorginho would come to Juventus. The Juventus director made an approach. It was possibility. This is Jorginho's agent, Joao Santos, speaking to Radio Bianconera. And Jorginho's agent constantly goes out there and talks about Jorginho returning to Italy. Look, initially it used to bother me, but now I've got to a point where it doesn't really matter. Jorginho said it many times, publicly as well, that he's very much focused on Chelsea. And he's very much focused on what Thomas Tuchel's doing at Chelsea. And he's said it many times that we're only getting started. We are only getting started under Thomas Tuchel. So I'm not worried from that perspective from Jorginho's perspective, and I'm not upset any longer with what Jorginho's agent has to say. I know there's a lot of people out there that constantly gets upset, that gets annoyed, puts more hate on Jorginho when Jorginho's agent starts talking like this. But I look at it this way, and I want to see what you guys have to say as well, live chat. Nearly 70 of you guys live. Smash the like button. Get those likes up to 70 straight away. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Let's get to 7,500 subscribers. Literally 20 subscribers away. So let's do that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at a particular stage where I'm okay to accept that Jorginho won't be at Chelsea forever. I mean, I can understand that he's got ambitions or dream to go back to Italy. That's his native country. He feels comfortable there. I've got no issues, but at the same time, I'm very confident that he's focused on the Chelsea situation. He knows that he can win the Premier League. He knows he can go for the Champions League again. Club World Cup just around the corner. Super Cup, he's won it as well. So I'm very sure that he's focused on Chelsea matters. But this is his scenario at the moment. He's 29 years. So it's not like he's a youngster. It's not like he's 24, 25, 26. He's 29. He's got another 2 years left at Chelsea. And I'm pretty sure he'll probably stick around for the 2 years. Now, the thing is, does Chelsea give him a contract extension at the end of this season? Because that would mean he'd only have one season left. And there's already been contract extension talks that's been happening. Thomas Tuchel loves this player. There's no doubt about that. Just like Rudiger, Thomas Tuchel loves Jorginho as well. But for argument's sake, if Jorginho was to leave in 2 years' time, which would mean he's 31, I mean, is that a bad thing, ladies and gentlemen? That's what I want to ask you. Is that a bad thing? Should we be focusing on building a future? Should we be looking at players like Billy Gilmour in 2 years' time? Billy's on a loan at Norwich, and I hope that loan goes well. Next season, I'm sure Billy's going to be asking for minutes at Chelsea. He's getting man of the match performances for Scotland as well, Billy Gilmour. Then there's Declan Rice. Shermani, Jude Bellingham is one that I'm absolutely in love with. And there's, at the moment, let me just bring this up. It's at the moment rumors about Jude Bellingham to, Liverpool apparently are interested in this particular player. Sky Sport, here we go. Anfield agenda. Liverpool want to sign Jude Bellingham next summer in what could prove to be a club record 80 million deal. Worth nothing there. Also reporting 30 million move for Marcus Asensio in January. Yeah. But yeah, there's rumors that he may, Liverpool are interested. Let's see if I can find a good one. Blue Focus. Who are these guys? Blue Focus. Birmingham City. Oh, okay. This is where he came from, I suppose. Yeah, Birmingham is going to get 20% sell-on fee. Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible business from Birmingham. Just want to see where's that Sky Sports one. But yeah, he's definitely rumored with Liverpool. You'd think it'd be one of the top ones, man. Let me see if... Yeah, here we go. That's the one that I'm looking for. Oh, sorry, this is another one. Jordan Henderson admits Jude Bellingham is miles ahead of where he was at the same age. I mean, Jude Bellingham is going to be an absolute superstar, honestly. He's going to be a proper superstar. Liverpool FC news. Liverpool have reportedly made Jude Bellingham their number one target for next summer. So, do we start thinking about the future? Are we okay to have someone like Jorginho for another 2 more seasons, and then it's okay. If you want to go to Italy, you can go to Italy. Let me see what you guys have to say now. Players look at money. Okay. Flyers. Jorginho is settled and happy in Chelsea, but we are not a club he loves and dies for. Home is always an option for him. Yeah, look, as I said, he's focused at Chelsea. Look, I'm not sure about dies for, but he does love Chelsea. I mean, you don't have this player crying when we won the Champions League or when we defeated Real Madrid in the semi-finals, the way he broke down in tears. Now, those tears could be because of his hard work and all of that effort that he's put in, and the abuse that he copped from his own fans. Maybe those just bursting out. But at the same time, he has several times he's done these to the badge. We all know that gesture that he's made as well. So look, yeah, he probably doesn't die for Chelsea, but I'm pretty sure he loves it. But at the same time, yeah, home is always an option for him. Undoubtedly, I'm not one bit upset for the fact that he could possibly go at the end of those two years. I'm not sure whether he's going to be looking for a contract extension. Kobina. Long term, we need to secure Bellingham. Excited to see J5 and so. So this is the question now. I suppose this is what I wanted to bring up. Absolute Chelsea just tweeted this out, I believe, today, sometime earlier today, in the last 24 hours. Manchester City and Manchester United are set to rejoin the race to sign Chelsea target Declan Rice next summer. Liverpool could get involved. This is from Dean Jones Soccer. So Dean Jones is quite reliable when it comes to transfer news and whatnot. And this is the thing that we need to understand. I mean, N'Golo Kante, injury prone now. He's not going to be playing enough games on a regular basis. I don't even know what his situation is against Aston Villa. I'm not sure what's going on. So there's an issue there. We need to start thinking about who is the long-term replacement for N'Golo Kante. Saul is on loan and he's 26. If Saul doesn't do well, then there goes that option. But if he does well, fine, we keep him. Kovacic, I believe, is sort of same age as well, about 25, 26. Yeah, Kovacic is 27. Wow. So next year, 6th May. So next year, he's going to be 28. So yeah, it is something to think about. Jorginho, Kante, Kovacic. Kante, let's have a look at how old is Kante. Kante is 30. In March next year, he's going to be 31. And already the injuries are killing him. Slowly but surely, it's starting to bother him. So Kante is 30. Jorginho is 29. Kovacic is 27. So we do need to start thinking about the future. Because these players are not going to be around forever. Especially Kante, I'm really worried how many more years this brother really have in top flight. Jorginho looks like he's set to go. So there's two that we definitely need. Let's see what else you guys have to say. Yeah, Kabina, Liverpool will be spending big next summer. I mean, are we happy for Liverpool to go out there and get someone like Bellingham? I'm okay for them to get Declan Rice. I feel like Bellingham's skill set, that box-to-box, great ball control, very good defensively, very good offensively as well. So I personally rate him more than Declan Rice. And once again, people are going to think that I don't like Declan Rice. It's not that. It's just, I feel like there are other options out there that are probably better than Declan Rice. If we get Declan Rice, fine. I have no issues. But Jude Bellingham is someone who I feel like he's a step ahead. He really is. Even someone like Calvin Phillips from Leeds, and I've said it, I think he's a step ahead of Declan Rice. So someone like Jude Bellingham, going to Liverpool. I don't want to see that. I really don't want to see that. Imagine Ralph Lauren, imagine Bellingham and Gilmour in the midfield. Yeah, this is what we need to start imagining, ladies and gentlemen. We do, whenever we talk about these sort of players, everyone starts saying, oh, but we still have Kante, Kovacic, and Jorginho. Yeah, we do. Things can change very much by the end of this season. Things can even change in 2 seasons' time. So we do need to start putting the seeds in now in order to see the future. We don't want to get into a situation where all of these players, whether it be Declan Rice, whether it be Jude Bellingham or Tchouaméni, they've all gone to big clubs and got settled there. We need to make sure we get in on the act right now for some of these top players, and Jude Bellingham is one. Camavinga, for example, has gone to Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? So we need to be on our toes. Looks like Declan Rice is probably a hot chance still. But as I said, I feel like there are other options out there. Guys, nearly 90 of you guys are live. Smash the like button. Get those likes up to well over 90 straight away if you're enjoying. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. I'm literally about 20 subscribers away from 7.5 subscribers, 7.5K subscribers, which will be brilliant. And the road to 10,000 is definitely on. So I'm just quickly checking right now. Yeah, 20 subscribers away, ladies and gentlemen, 20 subscribers away. So let's get those likes up and let's get those subscriptions up as well, ASAP. Okay, let's see what else you guys have to say. Akinbill is saying, I think Gilmour coming back after the loan is a very good player to continue in his footsteps. Yeah, I personally think, and this is the thing, right now when you look at our squad, there's no out-and-out replacement for Jorginho. Saul, Kante, Kovacic, all pretty much, you can say box to box. They have different facets, different sort of skills, but they all are in that one bunch of that box-to-box midfielder. Whereas Jorginho is a proper register, playmaker from deep. The build-up is so important with someone like Jorginho, and I don't know if we have an out-and-out replacement for Jorginho. Yes, Kovacic can do a job, but I don't think he completely enjoys doing that. Saul could probably do a job, but I don't think that would 100% suit him. Billy Gilmour is someone I feel like he can be disciplined enough to do that role. I feel like Billy Gilmour doesn't mind being the deepest midfielder, doesn't mind being the player that has that one-touch pass and builds up the play from the back. I don't think he minds doing that register kind of player. So for me, Billy Gilmour is very important for the future for Chelsea Football Club. And the way he's racking up man of the match performances for Scotland next season, I mean, hopefully he has a stellar season with Norwich. And once again, Norwich, I worry for Norwich. They're going to be a team that are going to get pumped in this particular league by almost everyone, and I just don't know how much Billy Gilmour is actually going to be able to impose himself in this particular team. He's probably going to start almost every game, which is fantastic. It'll be great for his development, but to get pummeled on a week-to-week basis, I can't wait this weekend, Norwich versus Arsenal. I would love Billy Gilmour to just stab that dagger behind Arsenal's back and give Arsenal that 4th loss of the season. Oh my God. If Norwich can pinch some points from Arsenal and Billy Gilmour becomes like the story, oh, I would love that. I would love that. I think his stocks would rise even more. That would be such a sensational situation. Next summer, we need very good destroyer. We don't have a replacement for Kante. And without that, you don't win titles. Yeah. That's what we rumored with Declan Rice. I seriously wouldn't mind Jude Bellingham. Let me know what you guys think about Jude Bellingham. I mean, personally, I would love him, to be honest. A. Shenoy. There is no replacement for Kante because there is no other player like Kante. We have to keep him for a few more years. and we need to develop players like him. I love how you said that there is no replacement for Kante, and there will be no players like Kante. But then we need to develop players like him. So yeah, for me, you're right. Players like N'Golo Kante are very hard to find. He's absolutely world class. He's every manager out there. Thomas Tuchel has said it so many times. N'Golo Kante is like two players. So it's very difficult to find players like that. I don't even know if we can develop players like N'Golo Kante, but what we can do is at least have players that can still come close to it or can bring other facets that N'Golo Kante doesn't have. Someone like Jude Bellingham, box to box, going forward in the attacking sense, Jude Bellingham, I would say, pips N'Golo Kante in that regards. No disrespect to N'Golo Kante, that's not his complete role, but Kante does link up in the attack. But I feel like someone like Jude Bellingham is a little bit more polished than Kante in attack with his shooting, with his passing. But defensively, yes, Kante is phenomenal. His reading of the play, Kante is phenomenal. The way he intercepts. But Jude Bellingham defensively is great too. Definitely not Kante level, but at least his age would mean that he can perhaps develop into that. Uzair Sunkad. Miz, this is a situation where a player look after money more than the club. Also, we see Chelsea as the ones to suffer, but recent times show that the players are the losing side. Look at Eden William. I'm not sure exactly which particular situation you're talking about over here, Uzair. Maybe you're talking about from previously, the Rudiger situation, perhaps? Ajay, we cannot sell both Kante and Jorginho the same year. If we sell, we must buy Bellingham and Rice. Yeah, look, I don't think we'll be doing that. Jorginho still has 2 more years left. And Kante, let me have a quick look at Kante. How many more years? I think there was talks about Kante getting a contract extension as well. I want to see what his contract situation's like. Nearly 100 of you guys are live at the moment. Smash the like button, guys. Get those likes up. Well over 90 straight away. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Really would like to get to 7.5 subscribers ASAP. Yeah, Kante's contract expires the same time as Jorginho. Both of their contracts expire in 2 years' time. That's pretty insane. We do need to think about the future, because I don't know whether I can see both of these guys sticking around after 2023. Maybe one might stick around, but the other, maybe Kante might stick around. And even Kante in 2 seasons, Kante is struggling now. In 2 years, what do you think his situation is going to be? So we definitely need to think about this. Marvo, here we go again. The Jorginho hate is back on. He wants to stay for F's sake. Agent saying this to get more money for him. Yeah, no hate here. No hate here, Marvo. And literally, there's been no hate in the live chat either. Nearly 100 over here. Literally, no one's given any hate to Jorginho. I know he has been getting hate elsewhere in social media, and that is absolutely unnecessary. Jorginho is the European Player of the Year. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's won Euros, Champions League, Super Cup. He's probably in line to win the Ballon d'Or as well. So definitely no hate here, but we're just being realistic, Marvo, that he could possibly want to go back to Italy. At the end of this 2 more years at Chelsea, he's probably going to look to go back. And I'm not going to be surprised if he does that. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's got ties with Italy. That's his home. I'm not going to be one bit surprised if he does move back to Italy. Do you know what I mean? Sasitharan is saying Kante and Jorginho will retire at Chelsea. Wow. Do you guys think Kante and Jorginho will retire at Chelsea, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, Kante's injury issues. When will they retire? That's the thing. When do you expect them to retire? Kante is 30, Jorginho is 29. When do you expect them to retire? Because I probably can't picture Kante and Jorginho playing for Chelsea for more than another 2 years. 2 more seasons is probably maximum that these two are going to stick around. Meanwhile, guys, get those likes up. We're on 53 likes. Let's get those likes up to well over 90 straight away. While you guys do that, I'm just going to share this link where not that long ago, literally 3 hours ago, we spoke about Leroy Sane to Chelsea, and maybe we can talk a little bit about this until the end of the stream. Sane to Chelsea rumors video here. Do check this video out. Nearly 100 of you guys, and I've just pinned this as well on the live chat. Check that out whenever you do get that opportunity to see the Leroy Sane to Chelsea links. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. But just quickly, the whole Jorginho situation. Bellingham is he the kind of midfielder that you'd want at Chelsea, or are you looking at someone like Declan Rice to possibly replace him? Billy Gilmour is one that needs to come back. Kante is probably another one that we do need to start thinking about what happens post Kante. My man Manhandled is here. I love this. Missing being in a stream with you, bro. Need to sort out one ASAP. 100%. We've got matches coming up very, very soon. So I will keep in touch very soon, Jonathan, and we shall see you in the stream ASAP. Ladies and gentlemen, nearly 90 of you guys smash the like button and check out that video for Leroy Sane. Lastly, let's talk a little bit about this whole Leroy Sane situation. Leroy Sane to Chelsea, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Ziyech, Pulisic, possibly one of those players going to Bayern Munich, or one of the players that are looking to be offered. I don't know how legit this particular rumor is. Probably not legit, but what I need to say is that Callum Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic, and Ziyech, this is a big season for them. This is the season where if either one of those don't perform well, I think that could be the end of them. They'll probably see the door. So I don't think we can keep harboring players that are not going to be able to produce for us. We do need to see production from Callum Hudson-Odoi. We do need to see production from Pulisic. We do need to see production from Ziyech. As much as a fan of Ziyech I'm a massive fan of Ziyech, but Ziyech will need to produce. He's in his prime. And he was in the trajectory of producing this season until he got injured just recently. So do let me know what your thoughts are in that perspective. I mean, do you want to see someone like Leroy Sane? Percy, I don't see how Leroy Sane fits into our system, the way we play. And speaking to the Bayern Munich fan, which you guys will see in the video that I've just pinned, go out there and check that out. There's some excellent information about Leroy Sane. Apparently, there's concerns about his attitude. There's concerns about his work ethic. So it's very, very interesting to see what's going on there. I love how these spammers are here, right on cue, these spammers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that we're going to slowly wrap things up right now. So we've spoken about Rudiger and his contract extension. Do you want to see Rudiger hopefully get that contract extension with us? Are Are you going to be worried if he leaves? Are you okay if he leaves? What is the contingency plan? With Jorginho as well, his agent saying that there's a dream for him to return back to Italy after the World Cup. He's only got 2 more years. I mean, are you okay with that scenario? Who do you replace someone like Jorginho with down the track? Obviously, Billy Gilmour is one that's been rumoured around. Kante is another situation. Declan Rice, is he someone that you fancy? Jude Bellingham is rumoured with Liverpool. Do you want someone like Jude Bellingham to possibly come and join Chelsea? And of course, the Leroy Sane situation, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you've enjoyed this stream, smash the like button, guys. We will be back with match previews. We're going to have the team back doing the previews, the reviews, the watch-alongs. All of that will be back. It is the international break. It's boring at the moment, but all the hot content will be back. Smash the like button, guys. Get those likes up to well over 100 if you can. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Until next time, I'll catch you guys very, very soon. Take care and have a very, very good day wherever you are. See ya.